Hi guys, Mr. Gillen here, and during this video we are going to look at negative numbers and in particular subtracting negative numbers. Now this is traditionally the hardest part of negative numbers, so let's have a look and see what we can do. So, most important thing here is we have to always remember subtracting a negative number is the same as adding that number. So the rule here, double negative makes a positive, and you'll quite often hear me saying that maths is the only time in the world. So we'll actually write this in. Maths is the only time my gran used to always say this: two wrongs make a right. So usually it's two wrongs don't make a right, but maths, if you've got two negatives together, then they make a positive. So we're going to look at this video, we're going to look for these examples, and you'll see what I mean by that. So for the first one, we've got 5 subtract negative 3. Okay. And instantly, I can see here, I've got two negatives that are together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that. I know that a double negative makes a positive. I've got two negatives together. There's no number in between them, only this part of the bracket. So I'm going to rewrite that as 5 plus 3, which is going to give me 8. So the key there was spotting the double negative. Again, I've got 15 take away negative 6. So instantly what stands out to me is I've got my two negatives. The only thing that's between them is this start of this bracket. So two negatives are going to make a positive. So that becomes 15 plus 6. 15 plus 6 is going to give me 21. Let's look at this one. This time I've got negative 1 take away negative 8. Now, for the negative 1, it's only one negative that's together. We've got two negatives here though, so we've got our two negatives. So when I rewrite this one, the negative 1 is going to stay the same. So that doesn't change. Okay, that doesn't change. The two negatives become a positive, and that becomes negative 1 plus 8. Did this in previously when we were just adding negative numbers. Negative 1 plus 8, so it's going to get, temperature wise, going to get warmer, so that's going to be positive 7. And if we had negative 10 take away negative 7, again, there's nothing in front of the negative 10, so that doesn't change. That doesn't change. But here, we've got two negatives together. So that does change. So when we write that again, we've got negative 10. My two negatives, two wrongs make a right. Add 7. Negative 10, add 7. If you need to, use the thermometer that we drew. Negative 10, add 7. It's going to get a wee bit warmer, but it's not going to go past 0. It's going to go to negative 3. Okay. So when you're doing these in your jotter, you don't need to write two negatives. You don't need to write these arrows. But what I do want to see always is the rewriting of the actual calculation. Okay, so this step here is very important. To go from here to here, it is important to show this working. Okay. Let's have a look at some harder examples. So we've got 5 take away negative 4, take away 7. So there's quite a lot going on here. So again, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to look and see if I can change any double negatives. So I've got 5 take away negative 4. So that is a double negative. I've got two negatives, two wrongs. So they're going to make a right. So it's going to become 5. Two negatives make a positive. Add 4. There's nothing beside that negative there. It's just on its own. So it stays the same. So it becomes 5, add 4, take away 7. If you want, do it in different stages. 5 add 4 is going to be 9, take away 7. So that's going to give me 2. For the second one, it's a bit more complex again. I've got negative 4, add 3, subtract negative 5, add negative 6. So if I rewrite this again, negative 4 isn't going to change because there's nothing in front of it to change it. Add 3, take away negative 5. So I've got two negatives again, so that's going to make a positive. So it's going to become add 5. And then we've got add negative 6. And if you think back, we said that the negative always wins in a previous video. So the add negative 6 becomes take away 6. The way I always like to think about it is it's a lot easier to say negative 4, add 3, add 5, take away 6, than it is to say negative 4, add 3, subtract negative 5, add negative 6. It's easier to say when we do it, when we make it simpler, so it's easier to work with. Let's do the same thing again. Let's do it in stages. Negative 4 add 3 is negative 1, add 5, take away 6. Negative 1 add 5 is going to give me 4, take away 6. So 4 take away 6 is going to give me negative 2. So that's these two there, and then these two there, and that's me. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. This is Mr. Gillen signing off. Speak to you all soon.